Yeah.
every time I eat it, but I'll fucking eat it now. And that's why it's in the C category. um, Man, I
Okay.
really want a pretzel. Panera's too expensive. Final note on that. It's not as good as they act like it is.
Yeah, that's why it's in my C category. Too
Yeah,
expensive.
I want to hear about your C's because you've got KFC in there.
I got KFC in there just because I don't normally like chicken doesn't sound good to me very often. Just like fried chicken. I'll occasionally when I want it, I will go to KFC. So that's why it's there. I could eat their biscuits all day long though.
KFC's biscuits, especially if you have one of those terrible bowls with it to like accent the
Yeah,
biscuit, is actually quite good.
very good.
When I bite into a KFC biscuit, my mouth doesn't get dry, so it's a hell of a lot better than the Popeyes biscuits.
There you go. That's what biscuits are supposed to be like.
Oh, there's a
Uh,
lot of tequila at the bottom of this Baja Blast. Holy shit.
Next on my C tier, I have Jimmy John's. I actually have only ever gotten one thing from Jimmy John's, and it's their turkey sandwich, and I really like it for some reason. I don't know
Okay.
why. I like their bread, um, but I don't seek out a Jimmy John's.
Yeah. Yeah. Jimmy
Panera.
John's is not exceptional. It's just fun.
I will always go to a Jimmy John's over a Subway though, and
Absolutely.
that's before the tuna thing.
Yeah, we know why, but also, yes, you're right.
um, Panera. I think Panera is overhyped. I'm annoyed at it. I don't like that they give you
Yeah.
the little buzzer things. It's just like you're just a fast food restaurant. Why do I need a buzzer?
We understand Panera. Fuck Panera.
Yes. Fuck
Like,
Panera.
I'll eat Panera. They're okay. But they
No.
should be branded like a Burger King. They are not
Yes.
fancy.
Stop thinking you're better than everyone, Panera.
Yeah.
God. And then Cinnabon because because it's good, it's fine, it's great, but I don't really seek out a Cinnabon.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge like
You
cinnamon roll
don't
person.
you don't want to end your day by feeling sick.
Not generally, but if I do, it's fine with me.
I'm actually both surprised and impressed that Panera and Cinnabon both made it into our C categories. Uh, we're right, is
We
what
are
I'm saying.
right. I think we are right there.
Okay, so now I'm getting into the D category, and this could get a little dicey. So Jimmy John's is in my D category because I don't like sandwiches that are that dry, and I think when you try to make a Jimmy John's sandwich wetter, it gets really gross. So that's why it's in there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could say the same thing about Quiznos. Toasting a sub doesn't matter if what's in the sub fucking sucks. Um, which I would put in the same category. It's not on here, but as like a pot belly. Their sandwiches aren't enough of a sandwich, but they simultaneously are like too much of the bad ingredients. Jersey Mike's is just a big sandwich that's not good enough. I just have 4 sandwich places in this category to start it
Fast
off.
food sandwiches are stupid.
They're
They're not good.
I put Five Guys in my D category because a Five Guys burger makes me feel like garbage. So like it might be tasty, but I've never remembered what it tastes like because my only thought is like I need to wash my face. um, uh, I have Hardee's in here. Hardee's is in here because of the aforementioned like way that they do ad campaigns and stuff. And
Yeah, fair.
I'm not a fan of Hardee's or Sonic's drinks. Not that I'm always a drink person, but like, I don't know. It's just not my thing. They have like very Southern inspired drink options, and I think that fast food places don't do those justice. Um, Chipotle, which I've had recently, uh, it's just not anything. Like, it's fine. Uh, But I could make a Chipotle burrito and you could make a Chipotle burrito and it would be very easy to do.
Yeah.
It's just the stuff that you want in a burrito without any other stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing a Chipotle does that you couldn't do. So
Mm-hmm.
that's sort of why it's not like on my list of passing grades. Jack in the Box. Okay. So I actually need to talk about Jack in the Box for a second. I've gone to Jack in the Box a lot in my life, and it kind of has the same face problem where I want to wash it as a Five Guys.
Yeah.
But the issue is I like a sourdough Jack. I ate that buttery Jack, and I liked that. I like a number of Jack in the Box things, including their weird, shitty breakfast burritos. I'll eat them. The problem with Jack in the Box is that so they used to do French toast sticks. Do you have any recollection of that? I had a it was a coin flip every time I got French toast sticks because I lived near a Jack in the Box. I was like 6 blocks from one when I lived in the U District. They would fry them right after they fried fish 50% of the time. So I would get fish sticks that were French toast or French toast sticks equal amounts when I would go by there. And I can never erase dipping fish into maple syrup from that Jack in the Box. Also, people that I saw get into fights were often at that Jack in the Box, so that's a side issue. I also just think that they're not good enough for how popular they are, and they seem to focus all of their placement of stores at like bus stops, which I appreciate for my life, but like there's something about it that seems very like scummy in a way. Anyway, Jack in the Box is low on my list because they don't give a shit. But I have gotten a lot of free food from Jack in the Box because I used to have a mile-long walk that started at a Jack in the Box to get home, and the lady, it was probably somebody who was about my age, honestly, who worked at that Jack in the Box would just be like, I fucking hate working at this Jack in the Box. Here's a bunch of free food when you buy it. So like I do like people who work at Jack in the Box. I have no problem with that. But Jack in the Box food is just it's not good enough for me. I actually feel almost exactly the same way about Wendy's. I've had a lot of fuck ups and a lot of bad food from Wendy's, so it's low on my list. And I also lived next to a Wendy's for a while. So that might just prove that being in close proximity to a fast food place makes you like it less.
That could be, because the Popeyes was very, very close to my old house.
Anyway, that's my D category for the tier list.
All right. Ooh, okay. Now time for the Fs.
Wait, we didn't go over your D category.
Oh,
why is A and W in there? Just not interesting.
Not interested. I mean, the root beer float is the only thing I'm interested in.
Yeah,
and I don't go places for a root beer float anymore. So, Dairy Queen, I don't get the deal. I don't get the deal with Dairy Queen, and they're so unnecessarily expensive.
Yeah. So, I used to live in the same basic area as a Dairy Queen. So Natalie of Natalie's Fiction Warehouse would want to go to Dairy Queen because they had something called a flamethrower burger. And they also do chicken strip baskets, which is sort of a weirdly rare thing at a fast food place.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is none of their food is very good, and their entire like production line is based around their ice cream, and their ice cream is like only fine, but it's ice cream.
Yeah.
So I feel like Dairy Queen just isn't actually good at anything. But I will say they offer bread with butter and garlic powder on it. And that's like the only thing that I think is actually good from there because it's rare to find it.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I'd be interested in that.
But that's the only reason why Dairy Queen made it into my C category, and A&W and Dairy Queen being places that I've found in gas stations is why they moved up a level anyway. Or I would have also had them in D because they're not that good.
Yeah, I don't know. A&W is always sharing a building with another restaurant too, so it doesn't even feel like a real place. But
absolutely. I would be surprised if you couldn't find an A&W inside of a Checkers somewhere in the US.
Probably somewhere.
Okay, so now we're to the F category. My F category is including two things that are in your F category. So we can probably just move straight into yours, honestly.
Okay. Well, the two choices that we share are Subway and Chick-fil-A. I feel like those are pretty self-explanatory.
What's in the tuna? Why isn't it tuna? Having it be anything but tuna and having a court battle over whether or not it's okay to say that is a bad sign. So Subway's in the fail category for sure. And if you don't know why Chick-fil-A is bad, you should probably look up Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, maybe look them up. And also, I have had Chick-fil-A like one time and was not impressed. Really very overhyped.
The only time I've had Chick-fil-A and been like, damn, that was good, was when I was in the Salt Lake City airport. And I got Chick-fil-A because it was the only place that was close to where I was like going.
Yeah.
And it was fine. Like it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
If you got a Chick-fil-A's standard chicken burger or sandwich or whatever, and a Popeye's standard chicken sandwich, and you ate them back to back, you would wonder why Chick-fil-A exists. It's bad. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not interesting enough to be like somebody's favorite place, I feel.
Yeah, or a place that people are obsessed with going out of their way for anytime. It's just like I'm never in the mood for chicken. I like chicken sandwiches, but if I want a chicken sandwich, I'm probably going to get a McChicken. Because I'm garbage. So
I probably won't get a McChicken, but I'd get a McFish if I didn't want a burger. So
McFish would be good too. I have Jersey Mike's in this category too because I think I've had them once and they're basically Subway to me, and I just don't care about sandwich places. Quiznos, same thing. Your reasoning was spot on. If it's shitty, just toasting it's not going to make it better.
Yep.
Chipotle, I don't understand why everyone likes Chipotle. No. There's like some weird cultural obsession with this place that's just like not good.
Yeah, it's like people want to pay extra money to get food they could make at home.
Yeah. What's the other? There's another place that's very similar to Chipotle that I don't mind. It's
Qdoba?
Yeah, Qdoba. Yeah. I like Qdoba, but for some reason, every time I go to a Chipotle, I'm like, I hate this. I hate the entire experience.
Yeah. Qdoba is a little better, absolutely. And trying to see what kind of bags I have sitting around here. Anyway,
they also oversalt their chips. Qdoba does, which I appreciate. I like very salty chips.
I literally have Qdoba chips sitting over here in a plastic bag. I have so avocado ready in the fridge for those.
I'm very jealous of your Qdoba chips.
Hold on, let me make sure they're fresh. Let me check them real quick.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It's salty. Nice and salty.
I can't believe you don't have this. Holy shit. That's really tasty. A hint of lime and everything.
Oh my god. This is torture. Not nice. I love their chips so much. But I don't go like the fast casual. I don't even know if that's fast casual. That's just like fast food. The fast food, like Mexican places, I don't really care about. If I want Mexican food, I'm gonna go eat at a Mexican place.
While we're running over time, I actually want to tell people about a Mexican place they should go if they get the chance. If you're in Seattle, go to Mimo's, Memo. They have dope horchata, which is my new rap name. They have atmosphere for days. um, I went there for one of my birthdays, and we had some strangers that ex-friend of mine brought along. So we ran into some people on their porch after, as a group, we had passed around a can of expired colada. And we were walking as like 12 people to the Mimos, which is like a very good Mexican fast food place. And there were some people hanging out on their porch, and my friend was like, "Hey," and they were like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she was like, "Going to a birthday. Do you want to come?" So they came to Mimo's with us.
Oh.
Anyway, I guess what I'm saying is, if you're in Seattle, go to Mimo's. It brings people together. Also, don't have friends that invite porch people to your birthday.
I'd say that's a good life lesson.
That's also the place where I had people wander into where I lived anyway from
Oh,
outside and be like, "Hey,
maybe
is this
that's
where the
a
party's at?"
maybe that's more of a geographic problem than anything.
Honestly, it's also probably a me problem and how I live my life, but let's not worry about that right now. Um,
Also, what porch people are like, yeah, sure.
Dirt bags. We got
I,
dirt
I
bags for
guess.
days if you look in the right places. Uh,
4 days. All right, but
so, in our question mark category, do you have any idea what this Blue Mountains place is?
no clue. None.
Okay. Uh,
Elevation something.
huh.
Burger? Elevation burger?
It's probably some Colorado garbage.
It
I don't
sounds.
know it. Uh, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure locals like it, but that doesn't exist in most places, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
Um, that seems like whoever made this tier list lived near one and liked it. Um,
Yeah.
Zaxby's is a place that I know I've been to, but I honestly can't remember anything about them. So I can't really rate them.
I don't even know where that is located. Is that a southern one?
Zaxby's, I want to say, is mostly East Coast.
Okay. Yeah,
And
never.
then Cane's, I've only heard the name. I've never been to one.
I know I have a friend who lives in, I want to say, somewhere in the vicinity of LA, and she's always talking about canes and going to get
Interesting.
canes. So it must be in California, but I have never had it.
When I was down there, I never saw any sign of a Cane's, so I guess I assumed they were like a southern thing or something.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know.
Okay, so I want to go over this. So, have you been to a Checkers?
No.
Okay. Have you been to a Long John Silver's?
Actually, yes, I have been to a Long
Okay.
John Silver's. I'd probably put Long John Silver's in like a B category.
Okay. I just wanted to check because Long John Silver's is I forget where I put it. I think a C, maybe a B. Yeah, I put it in a B. So Long John Silver's is totally acceptable fish and chips.
Yeah,
Uh,
I like the
but
clam baskets or clam strips.
they have good side things. If they had Ivers on this list, which I know that's too like locational because that's like only here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be in my S tier probably.
Same.
And
Yeah.
and for Long John Silver's, that's literally the like I don't live near an Ivers, I'll stop by a Long John Silver's. Like
Yeah.
it's literally the B tier underneath like an Ivers.
It's knockoff Ivers.
Boston Market. I assume you've never been to one. A lot of people haven't. I want to say Boston Market is fucking weird, but it's good in the exact same way that KFC is good, except instead of fried chicken, they have sliced turkey. So it's not as good because sliced turkey isn't as good as fried chicken, but that's about it. They had stores that acted like they were a buffet, but a fast food place, and it was incredibly weird. But you would like walk in and kind of do a Subway style line, but it was like being at a Thanksgiving. So, like, if you wanted cranberry sauce and turkey and all that shit, you could get it.
I mean, that's kind of interesting. Where are these located?
They were just around, but I think that they closed in like the mid-thousands, so they weren't around for very long. I literally had like a friend in like 6th grade who was like, Boston Market, we gotta go. And I went to one like twice, and then they closed or something. It was early.
All right.
But I remember it being good, and I remember being able to get cranberry sauce there, which is a thing I wish I could get all the time.
Yeah. That is exciting.
Have you not been to a Dunkin' Donuts? Okay.
Nope.
Dunkin' Donuts is if Starbucks only served black coffee, or you only wanted to drink the black coffee, or you expected McDonald's style coffee, but you could also get breakfast there.
All right, that sounds fine.
El Pollo Loco is it's good. It's fine. It's chicken. But it's if you're not looking for chicken when you get hungry, then like you probably wouldn't care.
I have to say that the logo design is very attractive to me. Like I really want to eat there just based on the way that it looks.
If I remember right, they do a fried burrito that is kind of fucking amazing.
Oh.
Wetzel's Pretzels, I think I've never been to in Washington, but I think I've been to a few other places, and they're basically just Auntie Anne's. Like they're not really that different. I think their big thing is you can get pretzel bites that have like savory powder and stuff on them. If I remember, I don't know.
I'd probably be into it.
Wibbly burgers in your question marks, which I think is funny. Because I had also never had Wibbly Burger, but there's one next to the print shop that we worked at.
Wait, really?
Yeah. That's the only place I've ever had it, and it's like down the street, and it's actually pretty good. But
that's what I've heard.
I didn't realize that it was a chain until like recently. I thought it was a place that like a family owned or something.
Oh wait. I totally went there with you one time.
Yeah, you might have.
I'm pretty sure that I did. I from what I remember, I liked it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm realizing I've actually been to some of these places.
It's
White
okay.
Castle.
It's been a big tequila day.
It has been slightly. I've never been to a White Castle or a Which or a Zaxby's.
Yeah.
So, White Castle, I am interested in trying though.
Yeah, that's one you should try. Which is not. Which is not interesting.
I've been to a Potbelly's, and
then you've been to fine. What a which is. That's all that is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like you had some amendments to your tier list, but for the most part, these are pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I wish I knew what the fuck that weird Blue Mountain one was, but I guess I'll find out.
I'm gonna look that up. I think it is. It's got to be like elevation burger. I don't know what else that word would be. Elevation burger. Yeah, it's Elevation Burger.
Tell me about Elevation Burger.
Well, I'll tell you that they've redone their logo since whenever this was made. They are a premium organic burger chain, and they are located. No, I don't want cookies. They are primarily East Coast.
Interesting. I wouldn't have guessed East Coast, but
yeah.
Okay. Does it have pictures of the food?
Yeah, it looks actually pretty similar to like I would say like a less greasy In-N-Out burger.
Okay. I could get into that maybe.
It looks pretty good. Looks pretty fine. I'll show you some of those.
It's got the paper wrap. It's got layers. I'm into that.
Yeah.
It looks like it has shakes in the bottom.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, shakes.
That seems very East Coast now that I've seen the food.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
okay.
Those are some thick onion rings, though. Hello.
I'm into a thick onion ring.
Yeah, those are. Whoo. Oh, and they also are doing like animal, like fries, animal style kind of thing.
Yeah, as soon as people start saying animal style, I start to get a little bit wary. Okay, so we need to go find an elevation burger and a White Castle. Was there anything else? We got to get you to a Steak and Shake.
Yeah, that's important to me.
Steak and Shake is worth trying.
And Pollo Loco.
Yes. Okay. I feel like we found out some things about our preferences, mostly that you're very into pretzels and I'll eat Arby's garbage off a floor. And that's really where it's most important. We're also, unfortunately, very into Taco Bell, which I feel makes us worse people, but that's okay.
No, I think that's fine.
We should probably cut this off because I've had a lot to drink and I feel like I'm going to have more to drink, probably. Do you... Okay. I'll post this on my Twitter either way.
Okay.
You can find it there. You can also email us if you have important information about continuing on for next week. Tell us all your thoughts about the Snyder cut, or if you like things that were cut out of it in the Joss Whedon cut. You can go to It's This Week's Podcast, all one word, at gmail.com for that. Mm-hmm. If you hashtag something with It's This Week's Podcast, I might see it eventually. But definitely do these tier listings. I would love to see what kind of nasty trash people are into. Mm-hmm. I'll try to link it up there too if I remember. I've got some business that might distract me because I have to do employment stuff for stuff like that. But as long as I make it through that and still am thinking about it, I will definitely post a link. Other than that, look forward to next week's abomination of a podcast in which we talk about 2 movies that are probably really bad for a long time, and I'm sorry about everything.
we apologize in advance.
Yeah.
But not really.
I guess McClunky. And, well, actually, there you go. That's the stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys like Darth Vader?
Okay, be gone, thoughts.